So here we are, episode 9 of No Shame. We have Rory from Rory Stories in with us today. We're in the Limor powered studio here at SPG Dublin 24. I did say the No Shame podcast, didn't I? Did I say that, Pay?
Yeah.
I did. Yeah? So we have Rory in today, but most importantly, Rory's from Meath. Yeah. Well, slightly Dublin. I was going to say Meath. So there's a county in Meath, isn't there? A small county. I think you're from, aren't you?
What's that?
Drogheda, is it? Drogheda.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Back in the day it was a county, yeah.
It's in Meath, isn't it?
It is.
Well,
it's half it's a Meath and half technically it's Louth.
Technically it's Louth. We're having this.
The better half is a Meath.
Anytime we get a bit of stick to throw at Shane, I do, because he's passionate about this Drogheda Meath thing and Louth border going on, you know what I mean? You're kind of like warrior. So, what's the crack with you? So what Rory does is, if you haven't seen it, Rory does he does comedy sketches online, and it's kind of like modern Dublin, or what you would be doing with coming back from the Stags is one of my best ones, one of my favourite ones.
No, it's I'm gonna just throw the Meath elbow in straight away. It's not all dub now, to be honest. I'm not gonna say here now it's all dub. It's not. You just have enough going on.
You were gonna wear a Meath jersey.
I was going to, but I had to suss it out first, like, do you know what I mean? Like,
I didn't even know Meath had a jersey.
How many Dublin players can you name?
Jesus. I'm on the hill every year.
Yeah, well, exactly. You're the lad I take the piss out.
How many years can you say that you've raised the Sam?
7. Can you name how many Dublin?
No, probably not. No.
Well, I'd like to say I can, but I know it's 3 in a row, and it's 3 too many in the last while.
3 in a row. I think 3 in a row is all the match. Meath never went 7. Won 7.
They won 7, yeah. We haven't won one now since '99, so it's a bit of a...
The other county must have took the year off, did he?
Yeah, well, it's a bit of a barn now, because obviously we're not flush with all the numbers and all the wads, you know what I mean?
So right.
I'm going to get down that road.
Go away out of that. You was well flush with the wads and the numbers down there. Yeah. You see how he's pushed our houses to get us dubs down to you.
Well, that's it. We lower them to bring them down. Like, do you know what I mean?
Was like, right, so you know down in Meath now, is it like all them dubs coming down here and robbing our women? But
that's it. Like I live in Ashburn, which was the first place where dubs came to, because it's just outside of Finglas, like,
yeah, right, just over the border.
So I'm used to it. Hence why I don't talk like a proper Meath man. You know what
that's what I was thinking. How are you getting away with that?
Because that's what I'm saying. Like, it's kind of like
you're from Ashburn.
I live in Ashburn all my life, like born and bred Ashburn, like, and Ashburn's right in the border. So we grew up. A lot of my friends would be dubs that came out, like, do you know what I mean? Like, say from Ballymore and from Swords and Finglas, and like, so there's no one in Ashburn with a Meath accent, like, that's, you know. But even like, I noticed the last, say Meath are playing Dublin, like, it'd be 60-40 blue, like.
Alright, and I'll be now, because I'll tell you, I know I'm sticking Meath out, but I do actually spend a little bit of time in Meath, so
yeah.
Well, Meath is the most fucking mental county in the country, isn't it?
Why
you can go left
that?
And you'll end up in Meath. You can go the north side on the M50 and you'll still end up in Meath.
Well, that's it. It's a big county, but sure, like, you could go into Meath and take a wrong turn. You're in Louth, you're in Cavan, you're in Kildare, you're in Westmeath, and you're in Dublin. So it's kind of where we have a lot of avenues around. It's a big county, like, but obviously it's not as populated as Dublin.
That's what I was going to say. So, do Meath people see you as a real Meath person, or do they see you as...
I would, because I would have played a bit of football, like underage at GA with Meath and that, so I'd be a passionate Meath man, like, so I come proud of it's where I'm from, like, and like, that's why I suppose I give the dubs a lot of stick making GA videos, because they're like yourself up on Hill 16. What the dubs? I have a blink clue going on about. Yeah.
So that's the only time when it's exciting.
But that's it, you know what I mean? You'd be walking down Cloney from Crow Park with your Elvery's tag still on the jersey, and then you bring it back from Swap for United jersey when the
100%.
I know that. At least you can admit it. Like,
I am out straight. I am a Dublin fan when the time comes up. Well, I'd watch a match all the time, any time, you know what I mean? But it's seasonal. Gaelic is seasonal. Same way I think a lot of football is seasonal when it comes to Ireland playing.
But it's easy to support Dublin nowadays because they're winning all the time and the crack's good on the hill. And it's a sunny summer's day and you have a few cans and you sit along Whitworth Road and you have the band and all. That's great and all, but like, I suppose Dublin do have their genuine fans, but at least you admit that, you know, you're not going to stay here and name stats about Dublin or anything like that. Like, you know what I mean?
So I think stats about bleeding anything is, I think it's the last few matches is usually what matters, isn't it? Because if that was the case, you'd be talking about bleeding Liverpool back in the 70s on. Well, I know Liverpool fans still are.
Yeah, they
I
are.
would be a Liverpool fan. You know what I mean? I would say I would top a Liverpool more than any other club, because I think they're more of a more of a genuine club. Do you get what I mean? Where a lot of clubs just change that face.
Well, they seem to be like
from
my, like now I won't lie, I'm not really into soccer, like, but when I was younger I supported United because they were the best team, like everyone.
I supported United when I was a kid.
Everyone did, like, because they were winning and that's what we done. But then like now I've gotten older, like the Liverpool fans do seem like proper
genuine.
Yeah, you know what I mean, like, and even
fucking
like
lads.
But even Gerrard, like, I suppose typifies that, the fact that he didn't go anywhere and stayed where he was, and unfortunately slipped and cost him the Premiership. But you listen, he done enough good things for him, like.
He's a good man, Gerrard, isn't he?
He is. He's a soldier, like, he is.
On
like.
and off the pitch, I think. Like, and even the amount of stories that look, I do a little bit live up to time in Liverpool as well, and the stories over there are great. You do hear some awesome stories. You know, the ones that you'll never see in the newspaper, but you'll hear about.
No,
like,
he's a proper scouser, isn't he? Like, you know what I mean? I'd say that, as you said, I'd love to hear him a few pints and tell you the crack, because I'm sure he's a few wild stories. You know what I mean?
That. We should start introducing alcohol into this No Shame show, do you know?
Yes,
we should do it in an evening in a pub down the road. It'll be like 7 hour long conversations. Well, I'm not finished.
And you have to have a minimum 7 points before you start talking. Like.
100%, yeah, and you're not allowed to delete anything.
We'll wait till it gets a bit warmer.
There's a place down in Mead. So a few of my friends live down there, and we the reason why the stick is good because they get an awful stick off us. You know what I mean? It's only 20 minutes down the road, Paddy. He's lying. Like where he lives, it's 45 minutes at least. That he's at the buying a new house down in a new housing estate. Now saying that. I don't know if I'm giving away all his digits and all here, but he bought it, I think, a few years ago, and he only paid 100 grand or something for the gaff. You know what I mean?
That'd be right though, for probably a mansion, like.
Yeah, it was lovely. Now it's one more than that. It's a lot.
Where was it?
A lot more than that. He's in not Johnstown. It's.
Oh, this is the Dublin gone. Could be somewhere
Am I driving there?
Newcastle or Enfield.
Enfield. It is Enfield, but it's outside Enfield. It's like a little town outside Enfield.
Oh jeez, you're really hitting me now. Like, it's so it's not Navan anyway, because most moved to
definitely
Navan.
not Navan. Probably Tiernan Town was Navan, isn't it?
It's the Kildare side of it, isn't it?
It's the Kildare side of it, and he doesn't. Don't go through the toll. I'm like, why not? He's like, because it's cheaper this way.
Yeah.
And he brings me down this different way, and I'll dodge the toll. Dean, if you're listening, you're a scabby fucker. Pay your bleeding toll bridge.
100 grand for that kind of it.
The only reason you don't pay a toll bridge, Dean, is when they lift up the actual bleeding toll and they ask you to come back and pay it. That's when you don't come back and pay it.
He's gone, like.
You know what I mean?
No
but the reason why that place that he's on about, or that I'm on about, is there's this little pub in this place, right, and it's about the size of this room, and that's bar and all. And it is the nicest pint you will ever get in
Guinness, probably savage.
Guinness, absolutely. Like, you could drink 3 or 4 pints of it and you'd be pissed, like. It just hits you that fast, you know what I mean? They have them.
You'd be pissed anyway in 3
pints
anyway.
Money's small, yeah. I can hold in my liquor. But the good thing about my liquor is when I don't hold it, I can fight.
Yeah.
You need to be able to do one or the other. Fight or hold your liquor, one or the other.
Yeah.
I chose fight. But I was down there about a week ago, and that was like, you know, all like £5 notes and £10 notes and £100 notes. I stuck it up on my Instagram. That was the actual pub I was in. But I can never remember the name of it. But that's a good thing, isn't it?
It's not Trim, was it? No,
it's not Trim. I'm going to get him. I'm going to send him a message. I am. And I'll get it before the end of the show, because you're going to be. And I'm telling you now.
I'm going straight there after now, because I love Guinness, like, so.
I'm not. Look, I go there for the Guinness. It's the best Guinness I get. We try to get them on it. Do you use voicemails on your thing? So same way as kind of like the Limor app.
The WhatsApps, like?
The Limor app, so the way like it's voice recorded.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to find. I'm gonna send them a here straight away on this. He does all the kids things here for me. But when he bought his house, right, for 100 grand down there, and then a guy up the corner bought his for 500 grand.
Jesus Christ!
How stupid!
Same size.
Yeah.
If we found out that somebody else was on my road was at the point there, I'd have to burn their house to the ground. Because like,
that's fucking insane, like.
That's what I'm on about. You was made fuckers robbing the Dublin fuckers.
No, we have to rob you some way, like, fairness, like.
Dean, what's that pub called down in that place that you live? I can't get the name of it here, and I have a serious mead man here.
What's the name of that pub down that place you get out mead, yeah?
And this is the way we talk on my WhatsApp, yeah? So that's why all dubs do it. Do you do that down the mid?
Down the mid, I love that, like.
I'm only messing. So, the Rory stories, how did that all get started? So you growing up in Ashbourne, bring me back to there.
Grew up in Ashbourne.
What you wanted to do?
Yeah, grew up in Ashbourne, was in a housing estate, a boy out, like, do you know what I mean, around the shops, the Dutch gold, having the crack. I was one of them, like, I was, like, growing up, like, a bit of a mess and all that, and then got into the GAA and, you know, and school and all that, and then went and done the shitty jobs. Like, I done the leave and cert employed because I'm not good in school, like, do you know what I mean? Like, and that was perfect for me because it was kind of put all the lunatics in one class and let them disrupt each other. And then because like when I was in normal school, they just, all right, Rory, get out, Rory. All right, back, you know what I mean?
You thought your name was get out.
Yeah, but that's it. Like, I was 6'4" in school, so even like I stood out anyway. Like, you know what I mean? So even if I wasn't loud, like, and the fact that I was loud and
you
outgoing.
were one of them lads with uniforms.
Yeah, I was a bit of an ogre. I was, like, I won't lie. Like, I was
Socks
a bit.
Up
Yeah. Like, they could never. Like, I used to have to go into Dunn's and buy my separate trousers then for them school shop. You know what I mean? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
it was
man
trousers.
Yeah.
Women in the man section.
Yeah. And then so I went on and done all this. Went to the building site. It's no good in the building site. I could labour all day long, but when it came to like doing an apprentice, I done electrician for a while. It's you want to be good at maths, put it that way.
And you're too big to be an
electrician.
electrician.
But that's it. As my mate says, like, I've big shaky hands. Like, so how are you going to wire at? Like, and that's the first thing he said because you're an electrician. He says, put your hand out there. I'm just keeping me that happy, right? I'm just keeping me that happy. So then I done that and I left that, and then I went into working in for Quinn Insurance. When he was the big time, like over in Blanche there for Quinn Insurance, in there, blagged me way through. I hadn't a clue what I was doing. I actually remember 3 months into it, the manager called me into him and she goes, Rory, can I ask you a question? I said, yeah, go on. She goes, have you any idea what you're doing?
About 3 months.
And I says, to be honest with you, I actually don't. She goes, oh, well, thank fuck for that. Like, she says, because if you did say, yeah, I'd be worried about you. I says, why am I doing it? She goes, Rory, you're making a bollocks of everyone. I was like, well, I'm not great at this. So they gave me the LCA job in there, like. But anyways, I was in there 2 years, sitting beside a lad from Blanche, good craic, but just see this, Quinn the Wreck on basically tits up and Sean Quinn up in redundancies, and I was going, lovely. So everyone else go, oh, me mortgage, this and the other. I was only, I think, about maybe 20 at the time, so this is great, living at home, no hassle. I think I got about 10 grand now of them, and I was only there a few months, like, I was a couple of years, like, and straight to Australia with the missus, like, done it right, like, went over, spent the money, came back. So I was lucky. That's
done it right. We were talking about this last week. We were
and then I come home and then I done more office jobs and just bollocks jobs, and then I think my daughter Ella was born, and I realised, right, I need to get the finger here, like, you know what I mean? I can either make me 30 grand a year and struggle for the rest of my life, or I can take a chance. So what are you good at? I make people laugh, like, right, well then do that, Rory. I look in the mirror and says, well, I'm good at that, so fucking do it then. And funnily enough, genuinely, like, the likes of McGregor was coming along at the same time, literally the same level. Now, obviously a different level, but I was studying him and listening to his, like, you know, his visualisation on, and then I started to go into that myself, like, and then I started writing a blog. November 2013, I says, Mama, I have to get into this. She goes, Rory, start now. And she got out a pen and paper, and I says, I'm going to call it Rory Stars. Rory Stars, now start. And I started then, and, you know, I started writing blogs about myself, about different stories, and everyone's like, oh, Rory, this is gas and all. And then in January 2014, I started making videos. And these videos, I started about GEA, and they just started snowballing. All of a sudden I was like, you know what, like, this is working here, like. And I kept going at it as hard, as long as I could. As every Saturday I'd make 3 videos, do my normal job. But it's weird, I already knew that I'd made it, even though I was nowhere near the top. I knew in my head, I made this, like, I knew once I started, I'd get to where I want to be, like. And I kept working hard, kept just not giving a bollocks, Paddy. You know, you just don't, you know, like, I call it the I don't give a fuck attitude. Like, what about haters? I don't give a fuck about that. What about this? I believe my own ability, like. And again, reference back to Connor talking about what he's gonna do, like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And then watching Connor do it, I was like, do you know what, I'm gonna do this. So when I started eating,
I wasn't there to see a byproduct of that sitting in front of you.
But that's it. But I fucking, this is the truth. So I said, I need to get on to RTE, because RTE is mainstream. So I spent 6 months emailing RTE, look at me stuff, ignored me. Fuck you, RTE, basically. So I stopped that.
Who did he message you back?
Yeah. This is true. So I ploughed on me own. That was what we'd call a pothole or an upset, where I could have said, you know, Rory, go back to being normal. You've been found out. Do a normal job. No. Kept doing my own thing. Then about 6 months later, email off from Republic of Telly producer, Harry Rory, love to meet you. Bang, bang, bang. 2 months later, I was directing and scripting my own Republic of Telly sketches on RTE. Bang, visualisation done. Sitting there in RTE studios looking at my sketch on the live thing, go, I actually visioned this, like, I really did. I visioned this in my head, and this is happening. Like, Jesus Christ, this is unreal, like. So then I went about it, like, and kept going, and then eventually 2 years ago I knew I was bubbling, and I just quit my job. I just said, I'm gone. And luckily, like, I was working in CPL recruitment, and everyone, voluntary redundancy came up, and my manager said, Rory, I would take it, wink wink, because they're going to sack you because you're on Gmail more than you're on your normal email, because I was doing Rory stories in there, and I don't apologise to anyone for doing it, like, because it was my vision. Remember the manager from CPL come to me at Christmas party going, oh Rory, you're doing very well, you should have your eyes set. And team leader turned around and says, to be honest, my goal is Rory stories, and I know you don't like to hear, I was locked, so I did regret it and I got fear about it, but I don't regret it now. And I told him out straight that my goal is Rory stories, like, and I'll do my job here, but this is where my vision is. And thankfully it worked out, because if it didn't, you'd be a right idiot going in there going, your man over there thought he was a big shot and all. So
but yeah, that's the risk in anything.
It's a risk, like, and I
would say risky if you don't give a fuck what people think or people say, well then it's no risk.
Yeah, well, Jim Carrey would be a massive ambassador of mine, like, and I during all these times where no more than yourself, when you do, like, I don't, even Connor gets doubt, everyone gets doubt, but you don't let on you get doubt, like, you just keep it within.
It's like how you deal with it.
You just deal with it. You just keep it to yourself, and it's like about the depression. Say it'll pass, like the doubt will pass, because something will happen to you that will give you another bit of a kick. So this kept going on, and then then I just started constantly believing, saying, I looked at Jim Carrey about his whole visualisation when he drove up. You probably know the story. He drove up on, he looked out, and he wrote himself a cheque for $10 million, and he put it in his pocket, and it deteriorated, and then 3 or 4 years later he made Dumb and Dumber, he made 10 million, like, you know what I mean? And I'm looking at this, and I'm listening to Denzel Washington, I'm listening to Oprah Winfrey, I'm listening to Conor McGregor, and I'm saying, these can't be, like, if anyone who doesn't believe in law of attraction is a fucking idiot, because how are these people who are changing the world wrong? Like, a lad who's at home working in a standard bog hole of a job, writing into going law of attraction, yeah, I'm sitting in my gaff and I picture a Lamborghini outside, it's not out the door. You're not going to get it, like, as Jim Carrey says, you can't visualise something then make a sandwich, like, you know what I mean? You have to put your fucking neck to it, like. So that's basically how it came about. It's a good
way of actually explaining that law of attraction, because I do a lot of things with the schools and in prisons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I do kind of like kind of, this is what I think life is, you know what I mean? This is what I've discovered, and I'm going to give you the message, and I'm going to give you the answers, and if you want to take it, if you don't. And I say to them about the law of attraction when I tick on that, I say, it's like the same idea as if you stop breathing for 3 minutes, you're dead, but you're only taking away something that you can't see. Same way as internet signal that's in the air, floats around. If you believe in and say a shitty Nokia 3210 or a radio you buy out deals for a few euro, it has the ability when it's tuned into the right station to catch world changing news, you know what I mean?
There,
or catch no shame, you know?
Yeah.
But if it's on the wrong frequency, all you hear is I said, and it's only so if you think your brain is made off computers and your body is made, the whole world is made around how your body mechanisms and how it works, is if you don't think that your brain has the ability to tune into frequencies and signals, you're stupid. There's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
If a little radio that you'd buy in deals or a Nokia 3210, the most basic models of stuff have radios in them, then you can connect to the frequencies. If you connect to them frequencies, then you're listening to true stuff.
Anything's possible, like.
But as you said about the sandwich, you're it's like, I'm going to turn the radio on, but I'm not going to tune it into where it needs to be. That's a way we explain it.
That's a good way of looking at it, like, it is. And everyone, like, I actually enjoy it. That's a good reference, because it's like I'm just speaking from my own point of view, like, you know what I mean? I like, it's like, I can't say about Paddy or about Connor or about Jim Carrey. Like, I'm just talking from I vision stuff I've done in the last 2 years, and people like, oh my God, Rory, look, I can't believe, like I wrote a book there this year, like, and it was Rory Stories Guide to GA, like.
Guide to GA. Give us a little thing of what it's going to be about.
No, it's done, like, and like it was published there pre-Christmas, and it finished in the top 10 best-selling in Easton's.
Oh, savage!
I can't even spell. I can't spell. I don't LCA. I can't spell.
You did the LCA and you did a book. That goes to show you.
I'm fucking sure it does. Like what I do is, right, my handwriting's so bad, right, unbelievable bad. But I'm starting to understand I get all this because my mind is thinking at 100 miles an hour that my hand can't cope with it. Like, so I'm like, Rory, just breathe. And like, any book I've signed is like a 5-year-old signed, because I think so much in my head that my hand can't keep up. So when I type, I breathe and I just go.
Obviously, you weren't on the doll growing up now.
Well, I was for a while. Like,
that's where we got our signatures.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
one practice a week.
Yeah, that's it. Like, and like when I was writing really quickly, like, you know, I had to go back and spell check. My my spelling's that bad, Paddy, that spell check's going, what the fuck's he even on about? Like, when you hit the right button, it's can't even find what I'm trying to say. Right. But I wrote a book, like, and that's what I tried to say to people, like, don't, like, be caught up in, I can't. You fucking can do it. Like, and I purposely used myself as an example by writing that book and proving, and it went well, and it best-selling, and it's gone to reprint, and everything went well. But it's just purely to prove to people in any walk of life that you can do it, like, you can fucking do it, like, and I firmly believe in that. And like I said, it's not like you're one of these lads on a high still talking to your arse. Like, I've physically done it myself, and it's great to be able to say, yeah, it is possible, but you have to be steely tough, and you have to not give a fuck, like,
definitely.
And it's kind of like, right, if there's me and this competitor at the end of an ocean and we're swimming, either I'm going to win or I'm going to die, like,
or I'm going to drown the cunt.
Basically, yeah, well, if you can, like, but that's it. It's kind of like, if you're going to beat me, fair play to you, but I won't be breathing, like, it's like your mentality in the ring, either I'm going to win or I'm going to die in this ring, one or the other, like. And if you have that, like, that's just from a fighting point of view, or whatever point of view, or Gaelic or soccer, rugby. But if you look at life like that, I'm going to do this or else I'm going to die, like, you will do it, like, no matter what it is, like. And it can be anything in life, you will fucking do it, as long as you 100%, you can't half-hearted think you'll do it and go, oh, what if I don't? I will. Even though you know deep down there's a chance of mine, but I'm letting my mind tell me I will. And you have to be a bit of a psycho, a weirdo, like, you know what I mean?
This guy's alright.
No, but you have to be, like,
you're like my inside talking to me.
Yeah, but
you know,
but you have to be. You have to be. Like, the greatest people in the world are all mad cunts. You have to be a mad cunt. Yeah. You're not going to be successful unless you have that madness in you, like.
Like, most of the guys that you'll see, like, say on thing that full-time mad bastards and all, are actually not that mad, you know what I mean? No. It's like the guys, like, it'd be like the guys like Damien Brown to me, like that thing. They're the mad ones. They're the ones that are, there's something going on in their head that's not going on in everybody else's head.
Did you see his photograph? He actually jumped into the Atlantic Ocean.
I should say,
beside his boat.
He'd be bathing in there, wouldn't he? Yeah, I seen that. But that was a freaky little picture that he stuck about thousands of people home and stuff like that. You can't wait to get him back.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get him back after that. Damien going across the Atlantic.
Yeah, but again, like,
that's what I'm saying. And
that's not you. But that's it. Like, and you just need to be, like, you need to be out there. And like, it goes back to the Apple lad. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, and the people who see them as the crazy ones. We see genius, like, and that's the way I look at everything. Like, you know what I mean?
So,
like,
look, when you look at guys like Einstein and all of these guys, and you're right, the crazy.
I bet you he's a weird or was or whatever. I guarantee you, Steve Jobs is off his head. Like, if you sat down and gone, this lad's nuts, like, because if he's not nuts, I won't make. Like, me and my mates, right, we're mad in the head. We always say it's the normal people who are mad. How could you be normal in this life when no one knows what's going on? None of us have any idea what our fate is. We're just rolling with it, like, you know what I mean?
I call them people what I call that camouflage. So it's like social camouflage. People put on this camouflage to blend in and be normally with everyone else. And the thing is, as you said, they're like, or I'm gonna die. People forget they live their life and we're gonna fucking die anyway. So
I can't deal with people like that.
I could not get out of bed every day and do something that I didn't like. Now, and I don't take it away from people, because people get offended by that. People say, yeah, but what about who collects your bins and who does that? Like, I only said it to a kid the other day. It's like, if you want to be a bin man and you want to be the best bin man in the world, that's the way you go for it. I said, but you have to be happy doing that, you know what I mean? Now, if you're going to do something that you don't love, you're going to be working doing that to try and fund something else. Same way what you are doing with your job. Now, you were lucky to probably get a few jobs. Bleeding, no focus on employ me when I was growing up, you know what I mean? Yeah, but like, now I did a few interviews with a few places, but as you said, I wasn't interested in it. I definitely shouldn't have got the jobs, because my head was on the ball in what you were saying. Yeah. Like, I was nearly saying this in interviews. Listen, this is a means to an end to me. Yeah, don't get excited.
Just not staying. I'm not gonna just pay me now, and I'll come in and I'll do a half-arsed job like everyone else, and we'll all be happy.
Can we get an advance on that?
yeah, because anyone who gives this job 100%, i.e. stacking shelves in Tesco, again, nothing against, but if they give that 100%, they get out of bed rubbing their hands excited, they're fucking mad.
Yeah, and you know who they are? They're the guy out of intermission, you know what I mean? I am the boss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whatever I say goes.
Yeah, I say, listen.
They say in the States.
They say in the States, yeah. But there is weirdos out there like that.
Yeah, like, I just, listen, as you said, listen, I've nothing against anyone. Everyone has their own individual life to live and do whatever you want to do, but at least be a little bit giddy about what you're doing, like, do you know what I mean?
Here's something we do have against that kind of idea. Like, now, what you were doing is, I love that. You're making people laugh. You're doing the numbers. I'll tip on that again. Your numbers are good because you know people are doing. Now, as I said, I'd be doing this show if there was two people. You know what I mean? Two people getting up there, coming down here to have a chat with somebody like that. I'm at the bin. I'm into that. Do you get what I mean? And as I said, the minute this stops being fun, and I'm like, I'm not into this anymore.
But that's
I'll
it.
I'll stop doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But why not?
Yeah.
But why not? But I seen a thing yesterday, right now, and this is it. Right, boys. This I don't want to kind of pick on this young one, but because she already got loads of abuse online over it. But she was an influencer. Have you seen this?
I did. Is this white cafe?
Yeah. So she messaged. This girl's an influencer, right? And I didn't know these things even existed, right? And when I say things, I mean like people that literally she was coming to Dublin and she mailed the hotel saying that she wanted to do a collaboration with them. Now this girl's not like she's not famous for anything or anything. She literally has a lot of followers, and she emailed the hotel for a free accommodation, like in exchange for publicity. And your man sent that back a message, and I thought it was great. It was brilliant. It was like how a father would speak to somebody, like clip in the ear. You know what I mean? Get the fuck. You know what I mean? What are you on about? It doesn't work like that. You know what I mean?
Out,
Yeah. And the girl was asking for free accommodation. Now, I know that. I have never ever asked for anything free when it comes to something. I've never turned around and said to somebody like, "Do I get that free?" Because I would be mortified. No matter dignity wise, I would be ashamed.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
is.
I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to. But not only that, the guy writes back a good letter, and it turns out he was the wrong one to mess with because he's always at this.
He's a madman.
He's a madman. He's on Snapchat.
Is,
so I didn't check it out, but then he puts up a great video. He put up a video at the end of it, and people missed that bit, right? And he put it up about an influencer, and it's this girl who comes on. The first camera has a circle with lights on. She's like, "Hi, I'm only out of bed," and she puts her all on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it goes away, and it's like a little dark room, and she's like,
"And this is Jen Hatton who done that."
Is that who did it? Yeah,
she's a sketcher. Girl, she does sketches as well. Yeah, it's very good. Like
very good sketch, and it explains how a lot of this stuff is like it's counterfeit here. As I said, the reason why I'm tipping on this is because you did it for the reason why you should do these things. Why the law of attraction works. The law of attraction doesn't work because I'm going to get everyone to love me because I'm going to do this. But it's not you. It has to be you.
It has to be you.
Where you are, like, you're not you in your videos, but sitting here now I can get the sense of it. And I would have said the opposite. If you would have been an influencer sitting here, I would have been like, do you blag shit for them? You know what
exactly.
I mean? But you don't. You're doing a proper jobbery. You know what I mean?
Well, that's it. But like, even I'm not even on Snapchat. That's I
not Snapchat either.
I couldn't be like the thoughts of me having to fucking tell everyone in the world what I'm doing every minute of the day makes me puke. Like, I do like I even have an agency here telling me, "Rory, will you start using your Instagram to fuck?" Like,
I do believe in your Instagram because
I'm trying to, but like I don't know what to do. Like, as in, like, no, I'll have the crack with you in a while. Going, I'm here, Paddy. What's the story? That's grand. But like, people put up normal stuff. I'm like, what even? Like I have a little trailer going, "Oh, Ella, doing jigsaws now." I just don't see the point in that. I'm just not into it. Like, and I know that's the way the world's going. And your followers want to know the real Paddy or the real Rory or the real Connor or the real whoever. But like, I'm just not into it. I just want to do my comedy and get on with it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I enjoy making sketches of it because it gives me a feel good factor. Like, we've great crack making them, and as you know, laughing's a great source of happiness. And we take the piss out of each other, and we make the video, and we all go home happy. I post it, goes online, get a bit of a buzz out of it because it's a video and the people are loving it. That's grand. But after that, I stop it there and go on to the next idea. I'm just not into fame in general, like all that. It's not
fame. It's like you know, as they say, Robert De Niro says the best in men of all ideas. Beware of what you wish for, a cookie.
Yeah, but it's true. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
say that's what he says. But listen, that is the truth.
Yeah, it is.
Because people go on about chasing fame and chasing all that. Now, I wouldn't even consider myself as I wouldn't consider myself as famous, and people. I
won't either. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
what is it? You know what I mean? Now,
what is it? Is right.
I know. Like, when I get to see the level of it around Connor, like, I've got to see what. Now, wow, that's fame. That's real.
Yeah, that's proper, like, psycho
everybody's
stuff.
Famous these days. Like, the idea is people don't give a fuck what you're doing because they're too busy trying to build what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're trying to build their followers, their likes, and sometimes you're only a means to an end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you about a Netflix thing I watched the other night, and it'll blow you a fucking mind, boys.
Yeah.
But the idea of people are trying to build themselves. And that's why they're being nice to you. That's why they're being friends to you, all of this stuff. And
it's fake though, isn't
it? Fake as fuck. And I'm telling you now, like, before Instagram, before everything, I could sense, I have a fake there, you know what I mean? I just know, you can smell it from a mile.
But you can't, like, I'll just touch on something there that is something that I'm not happy about, is the way the world's going. Right? I have a 5-year-old daughter, right? Ella, right? She's already into YouTube and all that, and that's the way the world is. It's like by us, our dad saying you can't go out and play football. Like, it's the way the world is. But what's really annoying me is these influencers with their fake lips, their fake tits, their fake everything. And women are becoming insecure about everything. Like, they put up a photo on Instagram, it doesn't get 100 likes, they get depressed. And this is the way the world is. So, like Imelda May speaks very highly about it, as in, like, how is Kim Kardashian and all these really influencers when they're influencing people not to be themselves? You are born the way you are. Like, you are, I'm bald at 23, I don't give a bollocks, I let it go. Your red hair, people have red hair, you don't give a bollocks. Look, your beard's everywhere. That's Paddy.
That's born on the right island. I say that for a red hair.
That's you though, Paddy. Where these influence, like my daughter, like, will be coming to me going, Rory, Becky in her class got her lips done and got her eyebrows done and whatever else goes with, and that's not life. Like, life, you're given your life, you're given you are who you are. And all these fucking influencers online about, look at my lips and look at this and look at this and look at my tits and look at this, makes me sick. I'm like, stop fucking influencing people the wrong way. Like, let people be who they really are and live their lives instead of putting fake shit into them and making them be insecure about. A girl is not that good looking, all her mates are all dolled up and all fake shit. She's gonna go home and say, Daddy, I'm ugly. And at this time, what do you tell your daughter? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's where I think the world is in a fucking horrible.
Your ma.
Look at me, I'm lovely. But that's where the world is going, and that's what worries me, having a daughter, and I can see it in her already. All these shite online going, girls at 10 dressing up like they did when they were 16 at our age, and it's a scary fucking way the world's going. What's going to happen in 10 years? That's what I...
Do you know what I heard yesterday, right? And I was absolutely sick. Do you know that a girl won't get into a picture with another girl if the girl is really, really good looking?
Oh, there, that's nail on the head.
Do you know that?
Is that why you won't get involved with me, Paddy?
Listen, this is different, Shane.
I could understand why they did that on Tinder, but every other...
On Tinder, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on Tinder supposedly
yeah,
I need 20 different size boys to be standing beside me. Which one is he? You wouldn't know.
But yeah, that's silly, isn't it?
That absolutely... I only heard that yesterday. There's, I won't mention this, but a girl I know close to Chelsea she'd be a really, really good looking girl. Now, she's young, but other girls won't get into a photograph with her because they would kind of bully you because you're too good looking that you actually stand them out as ugly. And it's like, if she gets into Instagram pictures, everyone's going to be like, who is she?
Yeah.
And they just cut you out of life and they pretend you don't exist, so you fit into an Instagram post in a way.
But that's it, and we're only little old shitty Ireland. Like, America, Australia's worse. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. We're only little. It's like a film comes out in America and we get it 3 months later. Like, we're like the has-beens.
When it comes out in Dublin and then it comes out in Maine.
Man, I was gonna say that, but he's fucking right. Like, I was saying to say, I don't know, say Borat in Dublin. Maybe February, went down to my cousin and told him, just want to go and see Borat. It was fucking midsummer, like, do you know what I mean? Like, but this is the way the world was, like, you know.
You'd like to be messing. You would like to be messing.
Yeah,
but I love it.
No, I love it. It's a bit more.
There's a rural part of me, Rory, right? It's a part of me that's from the west.
I can see it. You look like a lad that wants to go chopping timber.
I'm all about it. Like, you ask me, we go and do a bit of turf digging or something like that.
I'll bring you to the bog. You think it's a hard work in that fucking arena for a few hours? Going out to the bog on a hot summer's day with no water.
I did it one summer. I did right with a cousin's mate of mine, and I'm not messing. I nearly cried on the way home. You know what I mean? I was in bed, so I smelled it. Like, I smelled it bog and wet pee.
You'd be rubbing your eyes with bog, and your eyes would be red.
And I was like, this white canvas getting thrown into a bog, you know what I mean? I was pure.
And I'd be like, let's walk this dub.
Like,
let's fucking walk this dub.
And I'm a stubborn bastard. I have a countryman's stubbornness, you know what I mean?
You need that.
You do need it.
You do. The bit of dogginess,
like. You fall down.
Yeah.
But as I thought, like, as we're going on about, like, social media, we stay on that subject, right? I was watching a thing the other day and it absolutely scared the shit out of me, right? It's on Netflix, it's called Blackwater, right? And I don't know if any of you seen it now.
No.
So, well, I think it was actually out in like 2002 or something like that. So, it's even more creepy because it's like closer now.
Yeah.
So there's one. The episodes are like an hour long, and each episode it finishes like, so it's not like a series on Netflix, but it's fucked up weird stuff. Right. One of them is that social media. So it's about likes. So, but what happens is when you meet people and we have an interaction, right? I have my phone in my hand and I kind of like, I rate you. I give you a 5-star rating. alright? And what it does is it lets me see your number beside your head automatically. So kind of like, I don't know whether it's like do you have like an eyepiece in?
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And they can see your rating beside your head. So say if you're like a 4.2, it's like, oh, what a great day, and I'll give you whoop, and you'll get a little kind of few numbers, and it'll start building up your rating.
When was this made? 2000.
I think it was like 2002.
So it's kind of like Back to the Future type
Yeah,
of thing.
right.
Like,
And when you're looking into it now,
that's the way it could go. Like,
and the scary part about this is that it got like when you're looking at it, you're like, that is what it is now, right? And people are 4.2s and stuff like that. But if you have a negative, say if you cut me off in traffic, I can give you a negative. Alright, now in a way, I'd say where it was introduced to, like, people are going to treat people nice because
they don't want to
affect their ratings and stuff like that.
Hell.
And like it turns into this weird situation, right, where your woman, right, she's trying to go to this wedding and she has she's a 4.2, right, but she's going to get a discount on a house if she becomes a 4.5. So she goes to a company, right, and there's a company now made up that can build up your ratings for you, right? And they say, right, if you hang around with this person and that person and this, don't hang around with people that are low point threes because they'll bring your rating down. Stay here, and it starts categorising people into ways, right? So what happens is your woman's trying to get a 4.5, but she's on her way to this wedding. A few things go wrong, and it fucks. Do you know in the program, if you're a 2.5. You can't open doors. You can't open doors. Like an automatic door won't open for you if you're a 2.5 rating.
Is it a documentary or?
No, it's literally an hour long of a little short story, and there's a few short stories in it. There's another one where it's a computer game. They put a chip in a man's head, and your own fear in your head makes the computer game. So they find you and they put him in this big haunted house overnight. And all of a sudden this shit starts coming alive, and his head creates his own computer game. Now some of them Netflix are shit, alright? Some of the episodes of it are shit. But that one there, I was sitting there and I was like, about 3 o'clock in the morning, still shocked I was.
But that could be the way it is going, like the way it's going so mental.
It really is already, Rory, because I'm saying to myself, like, if like, and then with that girl yesterday when I was watching that video about the influencers, she's like I have 100,000 followers. Oh yeah, do you know what followers I have or who I hang around with? And it's like
pathetic. It makes you sick. Like,
when I was small, it was like who you hang around with because you would have got a hide not one of their brothers or something like that. Nothing to do with their influence on social media. That is fucking. Blackwater, it's called. If you haven't seen it,
I'm gonna check it out.
The technology is there though for what you're saying. Augmented reality, and like they're saying in 10 years time you're gonna have contact lenses, and like you wear them, and like say a number could be projected on your head, then a number could be projected on your head. They say the next big interface is the human body, like so like you've had computers up to now and they said human gestures and stuff is going to become like the next big operating system.
I totally agree.
Well, I heard that like human race in general is under pressure in years to come because they're going to get visualization, just visualize sex, like as you can go in, put on a glass, press a button, it's like you're having proper sex with anyone you want in the world. Like that's the way apparently it's going. Like as in, like you don't even need to have a wife or you just go home, like it's like a fucking grade A wank basically, like, you know, you put on boom, right, pick whatever mat today and visualise, have sex, we might give you something over your Mickey, whatever. That's I'm fucking not even right, no, but that's another way. So like people ain't gonna bother fucking having sex with humans anymore.
I don't know what I was watching, but it was there. I don't know, why do I even watch that much? I don't know how I get this bleeding mad information. I just get stuck watching something. I'm like a bleeding kid with a cartoon sucking them up.
Yeah, but it's scary,
you know what I mean? But I'm not messing. I seen another thing like that where they were making a sex robot. Did you see that? Sex robot looked deadly on the demo. The thing looked like a broken mannequin when they brought it to the shop. Didn't work and all. They were putting it on the show where people go behind the corner and have sex with it and all.
Yeah, but it's similar. Like you were saying, it's fucking
like, mental shit. So
bring me back.
Shanto, what's Shanto look? So you start doing the videos on your own. And the guy ones were hilarious because you were proper.
Just going into what really, briefly going into what went on in the GA, because I played a lot of football and hurled myself, so just zoned in on GAA, like. And then I done a lot of the guy take the piss out of the bandwagon up on the hill, all that kind of jazz, like. And then that moved on, and then I got on to Enya there, gives laugh. I said, listen,
Enya, is that
Enya Martin,
who?
Yeah.
You know who Shanto is?
Yeah, Shanto. But that's it. Like Shanto is much as more known for, like. And I says to her, listen, do you want to do a couple sketches, and then. That was it's probably 2 years ago now, and we've had some fucking monster hits, like, you know what I mean, like big, like you're talking like at least say 30-40 videos with 1 million plus views on Facebook alone, like, and just sitting, like a lot of them are filmed in Enya's gaff, like just sitting on the couch, and then we do some in the car and we do some in the pub and all. But so she, like, I think Enya's very talented. She's actually doing a show on Vicar Street now next month. Like, she does like stand up, and then she does a sketch show like based on proper inner city Dublin humour. Like, I went and see her with Toe, very enjoyable. Like,
when is it? When is it? Yeah,
it's in February now. She has two shows. First one sold out, second one is close to sold out. So she's very popular. Like, you know what I mean. Like, so
we'll be dropping her an old DM there. That will. Alright,
yeah.
What's the name on the door?
Yeah. No, but she's very good.
Don't ask for nothing, what? There you go.
That's it. No,
free tickets.
I'll do it if it's, hey, Liz Paddy wants to go now.
It's different between knowing people. If you know people, it's a friends thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's it. Like, you know what I mean. But she's very good. Like, and she's like, there's not too many out there in our industry for her to take over. Like, do you know what I mean?
Like, when I seen her straight away, I was like, do you know what? That's what it's missing. Something was missing. That was. Especially the one she does with her ma, you know what I mean?
Yeah, her ma's fucking
Reminds me of
gas.
my own bleeding
Her ma is...
everyone says that.
Like, one of the first videos I ever made with Enya, I was like, her ma's name's Kathleen, like, she just sits in the kitchen smoking one after another.
Yeah,
you know, these kind of...
same as my own man.
And I said, I'm off,
Kathleen.
I said, I'm off, Kathleen. She goes, yeah. When's she gonna start making money off you? Typical Irish Owen, like I said, well, when I start making money off them, she'll start making money. Is that for enough? Yeah, go on, good luck. Like, you know, this kind of way.
She's just making jokes.
It's all about
that's
money.
Contract.
Like,
see, you're on a contract now.
Well, that's it. Like, so, like, if she sees me driving a decent motor, it's like,
you be getting
where's Enya's car? Yeah.
You know what I mean? Doing, you be getting. And she'd be out there taking that car off him.
Well, but she's fucking, I'll tell you, no mess with her, but she's gas, and it's where Enya gets all her inspiration from.
Tea a day as well, does she?
That's it, just it. And like, her sister calls around and they just natter about everything local, you know yourself.
Okay, like. Yeah, did you see Mary around the road and Nickers blew off the line?
Yeah. Or just see the car he's driving, he must be into the drugs.
He's into the drugs.
Yeah.
Just stop that. I got a new car today, and then someone said to me, Jay's drugs go well, Paddy, the other day out the window. Listen, we haven't bleeding 2 days.
That's it, yeah.
You know what's rap about it? The best part about it? Heated seats.
Oh, savage. What did you get?
A Hyundai Tucson. So, no, just a grand. Look, I never had a new car. You know what I mean?
It's spanking 18, is it? Or?
Yeah, no, it's brand new. Yeah, but it's like the heated seats in it, boys. Forget everything else. You can take it all back. Never take the heated seats.
Yeah, I've been in a motor with heated seats. It's unreal,
like,
especially
them mornings. I went to school this morning, and I'm like, and then I sit down on a normal chair, and I'm like,
yeah.
with this piece of shit.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the part
it's like sitting into a cuddle. That's what it's like.
Yeah.
Beautiful, absolutely
sitting
beautiful.
On radio, yeah.
So and Chantal kind of what? So she's doing the stand up, and then she's doing the what's more? I'm gonna put it on the line. What was more successful? Rory Stories, or you and Chantal together, the collaboration or the division? The division.
I'd say probably the videos we came together were more popular. Now, Enya done a lot of voiceover if Titanic was set in Dublin, or if very good. You should watch them. Like, it's gas. Like, you'll get a good. Like, they were big hits as well. And I
don't. I'm seeing a bit. As we said, I don't know how I see this stuff.
You'll see them, and then I done a few building site sketches which were monsters as well. Like big, like that lad who doesn't go to work on a Monday, that lad who's a shit labourer, all that, they were monsters as well. Like,
and so the thing is, and boys literally all around building sites all up and down Dublin would have been go, yeah, get him, get down and get him. But it's that's you.
But it's as simple as this, Paddy. My best mate built his gaff there last year, and basically from the foundation all the way up to turn on the electricity, we made a video on the progression. We made a video on labourers, made a video on scaffold lad, we made a video on chippies. As his gaff was being built, we just went down and sketched on his land, like, and these were, and again, massive millions of views, like, do you know what I mean? And any time now I see a lad in a high vis, I nearly expect, no, Lord, what's the story? Like, because they fucking be tagging each other in it, like, this is you useless prick and all, like, do you know what I mean? Like,
and that's it, they just saying the flies around in the groups. One of the best story, we go to Robin's bits in a second, but I'll tell you this story first. One of my mates is a plumber, right? And he's plumbing all his bleeding life, he is. And he told me he was on a site up the road, right from me, like a halting site up the road. He said, and he was they were cleaning the shores out. He said, and what the kids were doing, he said, all of a sudden they were at the shore and they were looking down at it and they were running away, and he was like, what the fuck? What are they doing? Like, they were darting off, and he said, what they were doing? They were going upstairs, they were having a shite, and they were running back down to the shore.
And the fuckers,
could they see their shite, right? And then you know what he did? He said, how intelligent they were. He said, they got the caps off the tops of like washing bottles, and they started shitting and putting that down with it and flushing it, so he knew it's colour wouldn't be theirs. He did. But then, you know, the stories he tells me about some of the
boys,
like, what have you got down there? That's intelligent, isn't it?
Fucking tell in a different way, but it is.
You see a shit in a different location after you had it. That's like meeting a teacher in public or something.
But that's it, like fucking off.
Yeah, so you talked about it there, Rory. But Jim Carrey, it was actually his birthday yesterday.
Was it?
Yeah. Favourite movie, Jim Carrey movie?
Please say Dumb and Dumber.
Thanks.
Oh, classic.
I was getting on well, which I was hoping you weren't going. I was hoping you weren't going to let me down. Dumb and Dumber is. I've watched Dumb and Dumber about 30 times now. Well, let's be honest, about 300 times. And I still cop new things. Like I'm like, oh wow, you're like the Farley brothers. That's what they're called. They're comical genius. Like if you don't think Dumb and Dumber is funny, you're what I call an intelligent fucking idiot. Like that really intelligent jokes that you have to nearly be 600 points and leaving to get. Like where Dumb and Dumber is simple comedy. That's just genius, masterpiece. Like
beautiful.
It really is. Like
I love parts in it that are so far thought out.
It's just, but so simple, like.
Yeah, so
I
simple.
fell out with lads over telling me Anchorman's funny. Now Anchorman's one way as well, but like lads, I'm telling you now, I'll fight you, like. If you you know what I mean? I says it's great, but like Dumb and Dumber is a masterpiece. Like it's just, it's forevermore. Like 1994 was brought out. Like what are we talking now? 20 odd years later, and it's still. If I'm not depressed, I put on Dumb and Dumber and I watch the whole thing without getting bored. Like
it's timeless.
You know, there it is. It's.
I did pull up some old ones from young. I'd be talking about part in a film or something like that, and the same idea. Them films do pop up there, and they'd be like, "Have you never seen that?" And he's like, "No, let's go home."
Yeah,
and we go straight to a location and we watch that film.
Yeah.
The
school then.
Yeah, it's like not today.
This is more educational. Any shite teacher can tell you today.
Really
this is.
I just be watching stuff. So like his favourite film was telling you was Predator. Like, you know what I mean?
Fucking hell.
What kid is like at this age like has not seen
That's
Predator?
a Predator, like so. Yeah.
You're doing it right, Paddy.
What?
If that's his favourite movie, you're doing things right.
That's all right.
Yeah, he's learning the ropes fairly early. Like
one of the kids the other day, I said I was doing like staying close in close guard, and sometimes when you stay there, if the guy kind of pulls fast, it actually lifts him up. So remember like Van Damme doing the sit-ups on the tree.
Yeah.
And I told around, it's kind of like a Van Damme sit-up, and nobody said that. Who's Van Damme? See a wrestler?
Oh,
he used to fight in the
if anyone
UFC.
says who's Van Damme,
It was actually a guard
thing.
thing. It was a St. Jude's guard team I was teaching downstairs, and even the coach was like, "So ashamed."
Oh my God, Van Damme, like Bloodsport, Kickboxer, they're up there in my films. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm wondering. That was.
We all battered our siblings out. I battered my sister after watching Bloodsport and just put cushions around and then just start baiting her.
My
like,
sister battered
girl,
me after watching Bloodsport.
That's it. Like, and even going out to the cousins, like we used to always think we're Van Damme. We'd do the kick. Then one lad would be the American, you know, and Bloodsport, like, and we'd all just bait each other and just Van Damme stuff.
Bloodsport was the best thing ever. Yeah.
I think Kickboxer rivals now. The first one, Tong Po. Like, do you remember Tong Po? Like,
yeah. No, I thought.
Go
I
and
always
watch.
get two of them mixed up.
Kickboxer was the one where his brother was paralysed by the Thailand. He went fighting in Thailand. Like,
oh right, yeah.
And your man with the shaved head and a ponytail.
Yeah.
Oh,
and the other one is Kimute or something like that.
Yeah, go and watch. If you haven't, refresh memory, watch Kickboxer. Fucking savage, like. Really good, like.
I'm gonna send that to Robin and get him to edit the two of them together and be like, ha.
This
is a fun.
Yeah. Coincidentally, it was also it would have been Muhammad Ali's birthday yesterday.
No, really?
Yeah, two legends.
Two legends, is right? Yeah,
proper legend.
Legends used a lot, but two legends right there.
People use that word legend a lot of the time, but there is only two. Like, and then like a legend would be. Like Dolores passed away the other night.
I think that Muhammad Ali is even bigger than a legend. I don't even think a legend justifies him. Like,
I don't think so.
Because there's a lot of legends like where he's like, there's legends and he's here. Like, if you get me, like he was the first lad to bring in the mouth into Everton. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
into the talk of the talk. He believed in himself. But the idea, as I said, like of legend being thrown around. I was going to call a woman Dolores on Twitter the other day, legend. And I'm like, it's just such an
overused,
normal word.
It's nearly disrespectful now, isn't it?
It's nearly disrespectful in a way. It's like, alright, you legend. Do you get what I mean? But like, but that was a mad situation, wasn't it?
The witch
with Dolores.
Oh, Dolores Reardon. Yeah,
no, they still don't know, do they?
Well, she was found dead. So listen, I'm not saying that. Like, you know,
it's not. They're not treating it as suspicious. So
yeah, well, that means one word, doesn't it? Like, so you know.
What an absolute.
I actually listened to that song there. The Cranberry song straight out. Someone shared it and all. What Linger. Oh, great song. Like,
what man? I would have a Cranberries album. Like, I'd play it probably.
She owned the 90s as a
3 or 4 times a year. I would with it just be in the car. You know when you get a CD and it
Yeah.
just stays there. and like they're like the Cranberries, music, absolute legends. That's timeless music.
Yeah,
as well.
no, it is.
And you know, you listen to Linger. They were teenagers when they wrote Linger. When they made it big, when they broke America, they were teenagers. Linger is about a teenage crush, like, and getting dumped in a teenage disco, like.
That's
how can you even do that? Accomplish that stuff as a teenager? Like,
no, I don't know. Like as
times
a teenager,
like, you know what I mean?
We
like,
talk about it a lot, like when we were younger.
Yeah,
that's it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. 6 Dutchies when I was a teenager, and that was an accomplishment, you know.
Dolores was she's a warrior though. We went to the Euros last summer, and we just stopped over in Madrid and ended up in the most Spanish bar in Madrid. Like, we came in and the band looked at us. We all had our green on. There was about 4 or 5 of us, and they just started playing Zombie. Like, what a song to be associated with. Like, you know, and that's true. That's true legacy. Like, right there. How often does that happen all over the world?
Not
like,
a lot of people know like what that song's about. You know what I mean? Like,
it's about Irish. About the Troubles. Yeah.
About the Troubles.
I didn't know the inside of it.
Yeah, no, it's about the Troubles, and like a lot more. Like, I would have grew up in Northern Ireland a good bit as well, so I kind of understood a lot of the stuff between like sides and places and stuff like that. But even the roads and that, the way they in the video of it is incredible. It would have been like a troublesome place, you know what I mean? Where they shot the video for that song.
That's savage.
But like then, you know, it's a weird one because I've seen groups of say English fans singing that back to the Cranberries. You get what I mean? Like, and like you see on YouTube,
don't even know what they're at. Like,
that's when you know something is like penetrable.
Yeah.
Like, you literally, they're singing tunes back to you that is like, they don't even know what they're saying.
They don't even know,
in the
like,
lyrics
they're
of when
actually
they're saying
slagging themselves type of thing. Like,
yeah, like in a way of like,
yeah.
Like, it's just that I kind of understand that a lot of that side of the water wouldn't know as much history as they should. Like, as you would, you're not going to be start teaching your negative history to your bleed. And you know yourself, I am that man though. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm that meme where it's like, I won't get all political 5 points later.
Yeah. The UFC actually paid tribute to Dolores by putting up a video of UFC Dublin.
Oh, did he?
Headlined by a certain
hooligan. Yeah, that one, didn't I?
Yeah.
Got my ass whooped, but oh yeah.
But
how many years ago was that? 2 years, wasn't it?
2 years ago, 2 years
but the video, there's video doing around of Ashton Daly's walk out to Zombie, like, in the crowd.
Absolutely amazing. I know I didn't get to witness that at the time, but that was an incredible tune. And the thing was, you can see the difference between it being in Ireland, because I remember Ash came out to that in Vegas. That's when she started coming out to it, you know what I mean? And it didn't have an effect. It was like, I enjoyed it because I was walking out, you know what I mean? I was like,
yeah, but the Irish hair will know the crack.
But the minute it hit Irish hair is a different story. That's the difference between fans. Same music, same situation, different country, nothing. Same situation, same music in a different country, and you've got fucking petrol.
Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan was only talking about the Irish fans the other day with Tyron Woodley. He was just saying how amazing they were, and he was talking about that coincidentally before it actually happened. Just watch your head. There we go.
The wall falling down on my head.
Yeah, nobody will ever know what happened. It was off camera.
Yeah, it's good. It was Batman.
The camera doesn't exist.
But favourite Cranberry song, just before we move
on? I won't say Linger.
I will. I'll just be straight down the middle of it, like, because I'd love to name a lot more, but Linger's just stand out. Like,
she did so many.
Like a lad who'd do a good job in the Luke Kelly song.
Oh, right. And if not, I'd just sit there going, bleep.
Forgetting all the words.
We were talking about actually on the way up here. We drove by a truck and it had like Luke Kelly on the side of it, like just painted on. I was like,
did I?
Yeah, we were saying you'd love to buy that truck, Paddy. You see you're over outside the gym.
Oh, who the park it outside?
I'll outbid you for that. Luke Kelly's up there for me now. Wow, my God.
I know that. Like, and even like songs that he wrote would have been like still give you like chills, and they will until the end. Like, they'll be all that. They will last longer than you.
That's one thing sent me. My dad bullied me into liking ballads. Like, I remember years ago going on a journey with me, like, Rory listening, so I'm like, Dad, this is shite. And all of a sudden, just a penny dropped. And ever since that day, I was known as the owl lad, like, so we go in and have your games of pool at 18, 19 years of age. I'd have Luke Kelly flat on the boys like, what are you putting on that owl lad shite for? I'd be like, well, this is what I like.
And there's always one, do you know that? One mate like that in the group, and I would have been
just
kind of
loves balance, like.
I used to dodge it now a little bit with you or somewhere, but like there was always I was that mate in my group as well.
Yeah, no, I made no apologies. I just put €20 into the jukebox. I said, lads, either you listen out or we leave. So fuck just gonna have to beat me to the jukebox and put on your normal shit, like. But I'm just after lashing it over there now. So do what you want, like.
So what's next for you now?
What's next? I do a lot of comedy shows, and GA comes at the minute, so I'm busy with them. Actually, funny enough,
I'd say the laugh that it would be hilarious.
Yeah, I'm not your stand-up comedian. Like, I'm not going to tell you jokes. I'm just going to rip you over. Like, you know what I mean? As in, like, I go in with a 60% script and probably not even use that. Like, I could just go off in the world of my own. A bit like the podcast. I just see a lad and just start slagging him, and then it leads to another thing, and all of a sudden the show's nearly done. I haven't even used my material, like, because that's what I think Irish people love is improv comedy, stuff that you know isn't scripted. It's just boom, 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 boom. Like fucking McGregor, like he's the only man in the world I would hate to get in a face off with, like, because he's so witty, like he could be as good a comedian as there is out there, and that's what I try to bring in. I love, because it's like growing up in this state, slagging each other outside the shops. You actually develops who you are, like, and that's why I feel my off the cuff is so good, because we all just slagged each other outside the road, so you're witty and you're ready for it, like, and McGregor proves that obviously no end, like, so
slagged is part of growing up.
It is, and give and take it, and just like, and the key to being a good slagger is already have in your head what they can slag you about. So, right, I'm bald, yeah, I know that, I'm this, I'm that, or whatever. Have everything in your head that you know about yourself.
Like 8 Mile.
Yeah.
Eminem does it.
Oh,
yeah, like 8 Mile.
Just know everything about yourself, so you're ready for everything. So when he goes, oh yeah, like anyone who slags me about being bald, I'm like, come on, lad, like, jeez, dig a bit deeper. Like,
it shows you the level of
fucking
white belt slagging belt. You know
basically, yeah, you know what I mean, and that's what I love. I love going in to a GA club and it says 100 people there, 200 people there, and I do my script and I slag everyone and I leave it a few bombs. Like, you know, this is life.
Any jobs?
Like when I was in school in LCA, I just slagged everyone in the class all day long, had the crack. To think that 10 years time I'm actually doing it for a living is like fucking
And
hell.
You would have been told back there in school.
Oh, should be out, lad. Oh, keep your job now, you know, fucking mind that jobs. No, dad, fucking won't mind the job. I'm going to plough on with this. And now everyone's like, oh, fair play to your son. And I was chatting to Tommy down the road. Tommy knows who you are.
And that's all that matters, to the dads, that's all that matters.
Oh, yeah.
If the elven in the shop knows, that's what I say.
That's it. Like, it's all like my dad will be old school Irish, so he's delighted to be going into Match Crow Park. He'd stand behind me to be studying everyone, looking at you now. And he loves that, like, where I'd hate it, like, you know, the kind of
like, as a dad myself, if it was my own son, that's what I would be proud of.
But that's proudness.
Like, part of the jerseys you just have on, you know.
Just my son, like,
yeah.
Just give us time.
I'm only
give us time.
If a Dublin and me man were going to sit down and there was no slagging time,
I'd be worried. Like,
I'd be worried. Like, his face. Oh yeah. He's like, if we're drowning in a loud man, he might see blood.
If you have me in a choke off, this man will come in and reef you over. So I'd say you're loud, so he's definitely your side anyway.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. He's gonna jump
2-on-2 in here anyway. We've a few pounds on them on him anyway. Like.
That's a WrestleMania main event. Right
get them to the ground anyway quickly.
Yeah, just one more here. This was just brought to my attention by Shane. The story of a Drogheda woman who married the ghost of a 300-year-old pirate is going global this week. So
what?
It's always from Drogheda.
Seen and not heard.
Drogheda native and mother of 5, Amanda Teague, is going global for marrying her soulmate Jack, who just so happens to be the ghost of a 300-year-old pirate. Teague says she met Jack in 2014 when he appeared beside her in bed, and after 2 years of courtship, things got properly serious between them.
Mono and Stitches over here, man. What is this all about?
Shane, you told me before, actually, you were haunted by a ghost, weren't you?
I lived in a haunted house a few years ago.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Yeah,
Spirit out, boy.
Don't tell us too much.
No, I didn't marry a ghost now, but
that's fucked up.
Blackrock, when I was playing rugby in Blackrock in Dublin, there was a clubhouse, so we had free accommodation, which was great, or whatever. We were in college in Dublin, and house was, I don't know, maybe 100 years old, maybe a bit older. Always freezing, constantly, even in the middle of summer when radiators and all that stuff were on, all that kind of thing. And quite often I'd be in the house of my own, like lads would go home the weekend or whatever, and I woke up a few times with my bottom of the quilt being pulled, the bottom of the bed, and like first few times I thought I was dreaming, but it happened I'd say around 20-30 times.
Oh my God.
And I saw a few doors closing and like the knobs in the doors turning and stuff like that.
Where's this camp?
This in Blackrock in Dublin. So got to the stage. At first I was
Burn
kind of
it
like
down.
shitting myself, but then it was at night time and I was tired. I was like, will you fuck off? I'm trying to sleep here. Leave me alone.
Fuck, I probably died trying to pay the rent in the place.
Yeah.
I say it was expensive out in
Some
Black
balls
Rock.
on you. I'd be gone.
Oh,
with
we'd be
with
gone,
the flick of
yeah.
a curtain. I'd be, that's one thing now. I'm not afraid of too many things when it comes to that shit. Now I love horror films because I like freaking myself out. Like I enjoy that. But I'm still, when it comes, I wouldn't be able to deal with that now, man.
I'm not able to deal with ghosty shit like that.
And when you told him to fuck off, did he go?
No. Like it happened, it kept happening. It happened, yeah, I'd say around 20-30 times.
Ghosts
How
are...
would you go back asleep after that? Like?
I didn't. The first few times I didn't, but then I was just
Imagine
so
saying, go
tired.
away, I want to sleep.
Yeah.
Like,
Will you
this
fuck
lad's-
off? Or
This
just-
lad's
just
not
like, you
human
fuck
at
off.
all.
Do you know what? That's what we should do. We should get like a paranormal bleeding explorer or something on the show. You know that?
Yeah.
I'd love to pick one of their brands.
Oh,
That'd be
that's
awesome,
a
wouldn't
guess.
it?
Yeah, that would be very interesting.
That's
Like.
it. And that's the idea, as I was saying. Most people are doing bleeding podcasts with people that they don't even fucking give a shit about. You know?
No, but like-
they're the people we want on. Grave diggers. A fucking grave digger. That's what
Yeah.
we need to get.
Yeah.
I'd say they know some with
But
shit.
that's it, like, you know what I mean? You just want to hear these freaky. I love a freaky story, like. Now I wouldn't be able to deal with that, but I love a story that's like makes you give.
I'm gonna try find the grave digger.
Yeah. Have you been to the Gravediggers pub? Talking about another pub.
Where's
Yeah.
that?
Gravediggers beside Glasnevin Cemetery.
Oh no, but I heard that's
Amazing spot.
Ah,
A
yeah.
Great Point.
Glasnevin even saying that.
Great Point
Oh,
Guinness.
Yeah.
It's
Now
a,
you
it's
won't.
real. It's a real.
Now you
like-
wouldn't sit in it too long because they're old fat. It's like mass seats, if you get me, like real wooden, like you arse me in bits. But
Right.
the only thing I'd say there is, one, there's no television. I think that's a good idea, but you're not allowed singing it because the whole grave digger type of thing. Like, yeah, you're not allowed singing that pub, which you think like Luke Kelly and all the boys
Why
buried down
wouldn't
the
you
road.
be able to sing because of grave? Because
I think it's cause all the respect for the dead, or
tradition.
yeah, something like that. Because I was in
you
there.
do a bit of
few-
peace, like.
Yeah.
So the boys are loving it old tune. They've been there
that's it,
years.
exactly,
How
yeah.
about some of them been in there over 100 years?
Yeah, but it is. It's work going in. It's work going in even just for a pint of Guinness. Guinness, lovely there as well. Like.
Oh my God, do you know what? And I've done a few strolls around that Glasnevin place, and I want to go back and do more because there's so many interesting
Yeah.
sections in
I
there.
find that the only thing bad about it is Luke Kelly's the other side of the road. Though that's the only is like, really like. So you go into Glasnevin, the main where Michael Collins is. Luke Kelly's actually the other side of the road. Like he's not in Glasnevin. He's Glasnevin, but he's not in the bulk of it.
No, but he's on the other side of
He's
it.
the other side, yeah. Because the other side's got technically Glasnevin. That's Luke Kelly's belt over, buried over there. Like.
Because there's some amazing graves in there. There's the
Did you ever
amount of graves-
see the documentary 1 Million Dubliners?
No.
I'd recommend it. It's all about Glasnevin. Like they made a documentary about it and all the like what you're saying, the characters there and everything. It's one of the most like you watch that documentary and like the way it ends, you're just sort of like it just
mind blown.
it just sucker punches you like, but it's such a unique perspective on because that's so bleak and all that, and the way they talk about it is
in a different angle. Like.
uplifting and bizarre. It's called
Yeah.
1 Million Dubliners. I'd
Oi.
definitely check it out. Like
Irish.
Irish.
Friends, you used to be saying that to me. Oh, you're there morbid and stuff like that. And I'd be like, no, like I'm gonna enjoy doing it. Do you know what I mean? I know that sounds crazy, and I'm like, I'm
Depends
gonna
what way you
enjoy.
die, though.
Look, I feel tired now. You know what I mean? Like tired in my
Yeah.
body sometimes, and like I'm gonna look forward to lying on a bed sometime with all my family around me. I know it sounds weird, and literally like thinking about the things I've done and. I'm feeling my body shutting down and knowing that I'm
Well,
never
that-
going to be tired again and do you know what I mean? I'm going to experience something like fucking here's it. We're on our
Well,
way
that's
now.
the hope that you die like around your family, 87 years of age. Like, you know what I mean?
I know I will, man. I'm planning that out, you know.
Yeah. I'm gonna make sure there's loads of popcorn and loads of food around me.
Like, and then you're going on to another side. Imagine as well, like you're actually going to experience in the next few moments that like flicking there. That's freaky, isn't it?
There you go.
Yeah. You're actually going to experience in the next few moments of like is there after death? Is there not?
You'll find out,
Yeah.
as you said, from one night to another, you'll find out straight away. Like,
Imagine how scary that is. Like, what I mean, scary and exciting
imagine,
in a
like
way.
you said it, like a lot. Like again, this is another podcast on its own. But like, if it was blank, you'd be like, really? Like, it's just blank. Like, as in, like, that's it. Game
Yeah.
over. Like, there's not another avenue. Like,
I can't. Not that I can't see it being blank on the other side. This is when I was a kid. I had a mad situation with death, right? Like I died, and I came back. I died twice. Yeah, I had a blood clot on me, and the light came, and I came back, and the light came on. Don't fucking hell.
That's insane. After that's good luck.
There you go.
Yeah, but I had a blood clot right on my brain, and I was very, very young, and I was in Beaumont, and I died, and I was on an ICU machine, and I remember, I know that this sounds weird, but I remember seeing things that I couldn't have seen. And the only reason I thought I seen them, it wasn't like I seen this and I seen that. I started saying stuff, and my uncle and a few of my friends were like, you couldn't have been because you weren't there. Like I remember seeing myself like kind of on a bed in an ICU unit. I remember there was like tinfoil over me, because I remember saying to me man, why did they have tinfoil over me and not have like blankets over me? And my mum was explaining it to me and all, and it was only a little while going on that she was like, how did you know that?
Yeah, that's true, Paddy. I'm not looking at you going, he's off his head. I've heard people talk that have been very close to the tunnel and then back. Like there's people who've said that before, that they've seen death and then just came back. Like, you know what I mean?
And it's not kind of like it's like. And as I said, I'm not saying like kind of seeing death in a way, but I'm saying I know for a fact that I've seen that moment. That's in my head. I was on the table, I had tinfoil over me, and I didn't know whether. Then I started saying to myself, was people saying this? Did I hear this?
Yeah, and if you're
and
in
then
a
all
coma
of a sudden,
or something.
and then my brain started putting the situation together. You know what I mean? But like, I know it's morbid, but I look forward to death in my later life. You know what I mean? So you're saying there where they make you seem comfortable and all this. I'm pretty comfortable.
Aye, by the time you're in your mid-80s, I'll be like, get me out of here. Like, what?
You know
Like,
what I'm
seriously,
saying,
I
though?
can't even piss. Like, just get me out of here.
Well,
Like,
if I had that, like,
I've no interest in anything. Nothing's good. I've seen everything. I can't do it anymore. I want out. Like, and I'd be the first to say, get me out here. Like, you know what I mean? Fucking whatever you have to do, I don't mind doing the slide, pillow the head, just get me out of here.
Below there.
Just get me out of here. Like.
Another thing someone said to me as well, I'll leave it on this as well, we'll close up on this and say, dementia, you know, like, now obviously an awful thing for anybody to keep getting dementia and stuff like that. But then again, really, you literally, you don't have to kind of like think about a lot of the stuff that went on in your life. You don't have to think about the goods, the bads. You don't have to, you're just there then. Yeah. You're just in the moment and what's happening. And then you move on again. Like. I like to experience that at least for a week. No, I would.
Well,
I would like to experience it. To understand that more, I'd like to experience it. To know that, like, to just be there at the moment. Now, like,
the problem is, Paddy, you won't know you're experiencing it.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That alone has to be a weird experience.
It's just like a clean slate every how many amount of time, like however amount of time they have for, and then it's clean slate again. I go, what's the crack like? It's mad. Like
now, as I said, I've never been around someone that had dementia badly, so I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I can't imagine it's anyway enjoyable anyway. No. Like, you know what
Rory,
I mean?
it's an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, Darren, enjoy that, Paddy. Yeah,
man.
man.
Good man.
Enjoy that. Yeah.